for you. I just wanted to get on here and chat with you. So I hope you are doing well. Um, so a couple of things. I'm good at pep talks. For the most part, I think I'm good at pep talks. So a couple of things that I wanted to share with you today from my hike. So I am in Ramona. I was on a 2-day getaway to get some time. I've been going through a lot in my personal life and I needed to decompress. Anybody feel that way? Yeah, season of decompression. Amen to that. So I came back to a house that we had rented in October and I love it here. It's up in the mountains in Ramona. It's so peaceful. There's a great wind chime out here. I'll take some pictures of the house and post them on my Facebook, on my Instagram, if you want to take a look at it there. If you're in the San Diego area or in Southern California, I love this place. I highly recommend it. It's very inexpensive, $90 a night, and it's just amazing. So we looked up some places to go hiking, and according to this app, it's called All Trails, recommended by my friend Brooke. Hi, Brooke. It basically shows you any hiking areas, and then people can rate the hikes. You can look at maps and photos and that sort of thing. So this hike was rated as easy, but then in the description it says that it's moderate. One of the benefits is that it was paved the entire way. You would think that that would make it easier. It is not easy by any means. We're talking, it was a 4.5 mile total out and back, which means you go one way on the trail and then you come down the same way that you came. A loop would take you up one direction and kind of loop around more like a circle or like an oval or whatever. You don't usually come back the same way that you came on a loop. They were not kidding. I basically just climbed a mountain today. There were some places the incline was literally like this. And I'll be like recording and editing some videos that I took along the way and some pictures, but oh my gosh. It was killer and I'm gonna hurt tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I talked to you guys a couple weeks ago about kind of being afraid of my injury and really holding myself back because I re-injured my back. I fell a couple of months ago and, I really was operating in this place of fear and spending a lot of time on my heating pad on this one section of my couch almost every day. It was pretty depressing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, on top of everything else I was going through, I was still nursing an injury. A couple weeks ago, I climbed a telephone pole to go down a zip line at our women's retreat, and that kind of gave me the brevity, the braveness to tackle today. So I figured, what the hell? I'll try it. So I tried it. And it really, again, comes down to commitment. Today, the lessons were commitment, comparison, negative thinking, and negative self-talk. So I was probably about a quarter of a mile in before I was already questioning whether or not I could actually do this. Some of the people that were coming back down the road, some of them were super fit. Some of them had like 6-pack abs and amazing bodies, and they were walking around shirtless. Amen to that. For the guys, I saw a girl with amazing abs and an amazing body. Here's the thing. First, the negative self-talk kicked in. I'm so out of shape. I need to work out. I don't know if I can do this. Oh my God. I was literally dying, red-faced, oh my God, like huffing and puffing. I had to take a ton of breaks. No shame in that game. Okay, I made it to the top, but I took a ton of breaks. Comparison there were old people that were walking down. So I just figured maybe they made it. It was funny because early on we ran into, there was a husband and wife, and they were baby carrying. One was wearing a baby in the front, like, I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 months old. And then somebody else was wearing, the husband was wearing a baby in a back carrier. And that kid, I would say, was probably, I don't know, maybe 18 months old. And so this is a little bit about perspective and assumptions that we make about other people. I told them I was only a quarter of a mile in, by the way, already huffing and puffing, already trying to figure out how I could get out of this. And I was like, wow, way to go, guys. Like, you guys are awesome. And they were like, yeah, we made it kind of, part way, like 30 minutes up the hill, and we're like, we can't do this. So here I was thinking that they were coming down doing the victory lap, right? That they had made it to the top. And I thought, well, if these people carrying these babies can make it to the top, then damn it, so can I. They hadn't made it to the top. So I don't know if me saying that made them feel worse or better. I'm not quite sure, but it just made me realize, you don't know if they made it to the top or not. So don't make assumptions about other people or what it took for them to get there. So it kind of came to a point where my husband and I, he said, Brianna, there's no judgment for whoever taps out, whoever calls it, and, kind of like whoever calls the match, whoever taps out, whoever decides to bail on this. And I was thinking, well, it's not going to be me. I'm not going to give up. And the first mile, we were checking his phone the whole time. Okay, how long has it been now? How far have we gone now? How much progress have we made? You know what that felt like? That felt like we were making zero progress and working super hard for zero progress. So this is what I did. I found there's like, I don't know, I kept calling it the silo. It's like this metal, huge, not a building, but it was, I don't know, kind of like a water tower. So anytime that we took like this long and winding road and we were just climbing and climbing, I would turn and kind of look how far we've come, and I would see this metal silo looking thing, right? And so I kept my eye on the silo, and every time I turned around, I was like, wow, it's further away. Like, that is getting smaller. And it got to the point where I couldn't even see that anymore because we had turned a corner. So I told my husband, I said, I'm just not going to say anything negative about myself. I'm going to challenge myself, and I challenge you. I just decided not to say anything negative about myself, about my body, about being out of shape, about not being at my goal weight, not being where I want to be, not feeling as good as I want to feel, because none of that is helpful, right? I'm already on the mountain. I'm already committed to getting to the top. What good does it do to like piss on myself the whole time? You guys, stop like giving yourself crap the whole time. You are not going to feel good. Even if you made it to the top, let's say you just downplayed yourself and like was negative on yourself the whole way. What's the likelihood that you could actually enjoy it when you get to the top if you've talked to yourself the whole way like that? Like if you spend your whole journey picking apart your body and you're like, I feel great, but I don't like this, or I don't like that, or I still need to do this. It's the likelihood that you will enjoy your victory is probably pretty small, or it'll be short-lived. So I'm just going to give you permission right now to stop speaking negatively about yourself, because out of your mouth, it goes into your ear and you are programming your brain. This is like fact. It's not just my opinion. It's not something brilliant that I came up with, as smart as I think I am. It's truth. And the more that you say that, the more you're going to believe it, and you will actually bring that to fruition. So here's the thing. I was not the most fit person on that mountain, and I was not the most out of shape person on that mountain. At the end of the day, here I sit in our rented house. What does it matter? Like, does it really matter if anybody else on that mountain was stronger than me? Does it really matter at the end of the day if I was, let's say I was the heaviest person trying to attempt it today? Does it matter? Like what does that really matter? Does it change the outcome? Does it change what you decide to do about it? I mean, I would argue it doesn't, or it shouldn't, because your journey, here's the thing, here's my point. We are all on the same mountain, walking the same path. All of our journeys are going to look different. We're going to have different struggles. We're going to be in different places at different times. So why not encourage each other? Be committed to the climb. Take your time if you need to. I stopped a lot today. I had to catch my breath. I had to take a breather. But at some point I decided to commit to it, and I decided, I want to see what's on the other end of this. And a great business mentor of mine said, there's something called peak to peak goals or leadership. I don't remember the exact word, but it's peak to peak. And it's the idea that, behind one mountain that you're climbing, there's another mountain. The issue is that if I would have focused on what it took to get to the top, there's no way that I would have felt like I had it in me to make it there when I was starting at the bottom and I was already out of breath and I was already felt like I was going to die. I mean, just saying, you're going to have to come and find me on this mountain because I may not make it off the mountain. And I was joking with everybody that was coming down. I was like, they really should install a slide that you could take on the way down. Wouldn't that be awesome? So if anybody does that, it's because I thought of it. So really what you need to focus on is the little next peak. And then you're going to go from summit to summit. You're going to go from peak to peak. It's not to say that your mini goals are where you're ending. So what I started to do when I thought of this while I was hiking is I started focusing, okay, it's kind of like long distance running. Okay, I'm going to make it to the next light pole. I would tell myself I'm going to make it to the next curve and I'm going to look and see where my silo is, right? And I took a picture. So I'll put together an edited video for you guys. This is just kind of on the fly of kind of that silo getting further and further away and this incline just getting further and further away. I enjoyed the moments that were flat and that were easy. And I really took it slow on the times that I needed to take a break. And don't get so consumed with getting to the top that you forget to enjoy the beautiful moments. So there were some really beautiful vistas along the way, these huge, just huge, massive rocks that you just get the sense that they've just been there forever. And some of them are so beautiful. Some of them are splitting in two. Some of them look like they're perched on top of one another. It's just stunning. Don't get so consumed with what you're doing that you forget to enjoy those moments. Those are gifts in the journey. Those are moments to be celebrated. So don't take that away from yourself. So if you can find a way to be inspired by one another, but not be competitive and degrading yourself along the way, I think that will serve you so much better. If you can find a way to let your community support you and encourage you, I'm not going to give up on me. I'm not going to give up on you. Your coach is not going to give up on you. And don't give up on your fellow warriors. That's what this community is all about. That's what Take Shape for Life is all about. And if you can find a way to celebrate those moments along the way and find a way to, commit to yourself, to just be kinder to yourself and to recognize you have a strength about you and tap into that. It's in there, right? I have an injured back. I am 25, 30 pounds over my goal weight, and I still did the hardest physical thing that I've ever done, just as I am right now. Just like this. Out of shape. I haven't gone to the gym. I haven't been doing yoga, right? And I did the hardest physical feat that I've ever done, other than having some babies, other than having 2 kids, naturally. So what does that say? What does that tell you about you? What could you possibly do just as you are right now if you allowed yourself to believe in yourself, to let people come alongside you, encourage you, for you to go at your own pace, for you to celebrate the journey, for you to find those moments of victory, and to just stop the negative self-talk and give yourself a chance. So the view was beautiful at the top. We also had to walk down, which, like, nobody looks cool walking downhill. People in San Francisco, nobody looks awesome walking downhill. If you guys have a secret, I would love to hear it. So that's kind of my message for you today. I hope that that's encouragement. I hope that it reaches some of you. I know it's a really long video, but I hope to see you again soon, and post any comments below. I'd love to hear from you, anything that spoke to you, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, go enjoy the day. Bye, guys.